The MAML Dungeonbowl semifinals begins tonight. It's the first place Orclund Raiderz versus the fourth place Purplish Passion. Obviously, the Raiderz favored to win tonight. What can the Passion do to turn those odds around? Can they do anything? Let's take a look at the Raiderz roster first. Raiderz coming in with a full roster, 12-man lineup here. You can see they've got 7 block across the board. They've got the big guy, the troll, of course, the goblin, and the thrower to mix things up a bit. 3 blitzers and a bunch of different skills here. So the thrower took a 1 extra strength. He's now got a massive strength of 4 to match those 4 black orcs, which are, in my opinion, the key players of the team. One of the blitzers has grab. Grab is basically the opposite of oh man, it's the skill that I have. What's it called? The opposite of the opposite of the skill where you get to dodge. I don't remember what it's called. Grab basically lets you, as the attacker, when you block, to a sidestep. That's what it is. It's the opposite of sidestep. Grab lets you, as the attacker, decide where you're going to push your opponent, as opposed to sidestep. When you are being blocked, you get to decide. And in fact, the 2 skills do cancel each other out. We've seen Wenger use that grab ability to good effect. Probably see more of it here tonight. Bro Jackson here, the blitzer, has strip ball as well. Strip ball's a decent skill. It doesn't really work against most throwers. Most throwers will have the sure hand skill, which will negate strip ball, but it's excellent against a passy team. Even though this dark elf team in the Purplish Passion tends to want to run, they've been passing all competition long, and it's a fantastic skill against a team like this. Final blitzer here, he is leveled up with an AG of 4, very good AG that rivals the dark elf team. I think Wenger and the Orclund Raiderz are just going to play their typical game coming in here tonight. There's no real reason to mix it up. On offense, they'll cage up, they'll open up holes, they'll push down the pitch, they'll use that goblin as a threat, the goblin and the thrower. Don't count out some of these blitzers here with an AG of 3. That's not bad as receiving options either. On defense, they're going to want to take hits. They're going to want to take hits, bash down some players, and try to get a player advantage. I think that strategy is going to work out for them here tonight. And Purplish Passion, they are the underdog, of course, and I think they are the underdog both in terms of seeding and in terms of the matchup. I think the matchup goes to the Orclund Raiderz, but I don't think Purplish Passion can be counted out here. TV is at 1534 cheerleaders, 3 coach assistants, 5 fan factor, 1 apoth, and 4 TRRs. Not bad as in terms of staffing goes. But let's take a look at Purplish Passion. The first thing to point out, TV of 1520. Negligible TV difference. That means there will be no inducements unless these teams want to dip into their treasury. I doubt they do. Purplish Passion, however, has a massive 150,000 in gold in their treasury. The Orclund Raiderz only have 50k. I think the Orclund Raiderz are going to want to hold on to that. Purplish Passion, however, they've got money to spend. First things first, they've got a bench of 11 players, a lineup of 11 players. If I were them, I'd probably take another lineman or someone, maybe another blitz. I don't know if you can actually hold another blitzer, but bring someone else on the pitch. You are against a very bashy team. I think having another man on the bench might be a good bet, but we'll see what Camarasol decides. I don't even know if Camarasol is how you pronounce this coach's name, by the way. Shemerizel, maybe? I don't know, but we're going to go with Camarasol. SP Beaver says, we making predictions on the game? Blood Bowl needs some gambling with these fan points. you can go nuts. You're a mod. You can even set up polls. An 11-man line here. 5 players with block, 4 of them blitzers. That's not bad. 3 of the blitzers also have dodge. Block and dodge is a fantastic... I'm sorry, 3 of the blitzers and 1 of the linemen has block and dodge. That is a fantastic combo. That means there's only one face on the die that can knock down those players. Two of the runners here, they both have Nerves of Steel. Nerves of Steel gives them free rolls for passing rolls. So it's passing, catching, and interception. Free as in they don't get negative modifiers due to tackle zones. We've seen Camaricel use those fairly well. The number 6 runner leveled up and got an AG of 5, which is ridiculous. Enton, of course, the leader, that's going to bring his TRRs from 3 up to 4, so long as Enton stays on the pitch. And then, of course, there is a kicker here with Tal Heel. Lithbear here, the number 1 blitzer, he has leap. That means he can basically just go 2 spaces anywhere he wants. He can leap over players. We haven't seen that used too much. I think we've only seen it used once this competition. So, what is Camaricel going to do? Well, I think, regardless of what he decides to do, I think the momentum and the pacing is his to decide. I think he is the underdog in terms of seeding, of course. I think he's the underdog in terms of matchup, but he can decide the pacing. I think on defense, he has all competition long. He's played this team very, very aggressively, and it's worked out for him. He's here in the semifinals, but I don't think he wants to do that tonight. I think he wants to play a more traditional Elven defense. He wants to set up that screen, and he wants to stay out of tackle zones and require the Orclund Raiders to decide who they're going to hit. Get one hit a turn. It's going to be the blitz. Make them decide who that's going to be. Keep them to one space of movement a turn at the most. I think he has to do that tonight if he wants to stop this Orclund offense. If the Orclund Raiders are kept to one space a turn, eventually they're going to have to make a move. They can either make a mistake or commit to something, and then you can react to that. If they make a mistake, if you have a potential receiver downfield, you could pick up the ball, you as in Camaricel, could pick up that ball, pass it downfield, and you could score off that mistake. I think that's what they want to do on defense. On offense, it's really going to depend on who gets the ball first. I think if the Orclund Raiders take the ball in the first half, Purplish Passion just wants to stop them dead in their tracks, playing a very standard elvish screening defense. If they can do that, they're in great shape for the second half. If they can score off of, if they can stop the Orclund Raiders and then score on a Raiders mistake in the half that is not theirs to score, then they're sitting pretty. Then they can just score whenever they want in the next half, go up 2-0, and then play another screen game, and then win the game 2-1. If it's 0-0 at the end of the first half, and Purplish Passion gets the ball in the second half, they've got a decision to make. That's going to be tough for them. I don't know if that's really the situation that they want. But if it's 0-0 and they can get the ball and they can score later in the half, say around the beginning of the fourth quarter might be enough, they could pull out a 1-0 victory in that case. The problem is, the more they stay on the pitch, the more hits they're going to take. The more hits that they're going to take, then the more player advantage that the Raiders are going to get. Malik says, "How much cash will PP have to spend?" I don't know. I think they need to buy another player. That's what I think they need to come into this with a 12-man line. We'll see if that's what he decides to do or not, though. 3 cheerleaders, 3 coaching assistants, 8 fan factor. It looks like the edge is going to go out to Purplish Passion here. We'll see if he gets the fame advantage or not. 1 apothecary, he will be using that. And 3 TRRs, but remember, Enton is a leader. That's going to bring him up to 4. The winner of tonight's game will advance to the Dungeonbowl finals. Let's take a look at the bracket really quick. Tonight's game is Raiderz versus Purplish Passion. The second semifinal matchup will be the number 2 seed Los Bastardos de Ratas versus the number 3 seed Walmart Death Machine. The way the bracketing has worked out is that whoever wins in tonight's game between the Raiders and the Purplish Passion, not only will they go on to the Dungeonbowl finals, but they will advance to the Blood Bowl. There are, right now, 2 slots left in the Dungeonbowl. If Walmart Death Machine does not win their semifinals tomorrow, then the top 2 teams, the 2 Dungeonbowl finalists, they're going to make it to the Blood Bowl. If Walmart Death Machine does make it to the finals, then the other finalists will also make it to the Blood Bowl. So either way you cut it, the 2 winners of the semifinals are not only advancing to the Dungeonbowl finals, but they're going to earn a slot in the Blood Bowl as well. Which means the loser tonight not only ends their run at the Dungeonbowl Championship, but it'll end their season as well. The winner of the Dungeonbowl will receive a key for Blood Bowl 3 when it releases this summer. All right, both players are in Discord. We'll see if they're about to get ready here in just a minute. Bound to be a good game tonight. Malik says Wizard over another player. He could buy a Wizard. I don't know if he wants the Wizard. I personally think he wants the other player, but he could take a Wizard. SB Beaver says, I would agree with a Wizard over the 12th player. I don't know, man. I think this is Bash versus Agile. I think he's going to lose players. He's going to be at a deficit. I think it's almost certain that he's going to be at a deficit, and he wants to try to mitigate that as much as possible. He could take Bloodwiser Babes too, but that's still eating up 50 to 100K. SB Beaver says, what do you know? You didn't even make the playoff. Touche. And it looks like the game is indeed underway. We'll see if anybody took any inducements. I doubt they will have. Malik says maybe, but a turnover is always worth it. A turnover is always fun. And you're right, it could actually be worth it. And the Raiders are kicking off to Purplish Passion, so they're going to get the... Oh, wow, both teams get an extra team reroll. That's going to be very helpful. And Purplish Passion does have the fame advantage. They have fame +1. No inducements, as was expected. Not a terribly good kick for the Raiders. It looked like they went dead center, didn't want to take any risks. And now Purplish Passion is on turn 1. Ball's kicked right to the leader, Enton number 8. 3-man line. I think he wants to probably pull all these linemen off. So pretty standard line. The Troll and 2 Black Orcs. The Black Orcs with a strength of 4. I don't think Purplish Passion wants to dedicate anyone to these blocks. I think he wants to dodge these players off the line, pick this ball up, screen out on offense. He can spread out on offense. It's what he wants, because that'll give him the most options on later turns to try to get players down pitch and try to open up some holes here. First action of the game is going to be a blitz on the number 1 Black Orc. It's a 1-die blitz. Wow, risky blitz works out. Malik says, no Wizard, I'm out. Alright, well, he's opened up a hole down the left sideline. Not much he can do with it right now. Moves the blitzer 1 space forward. Clear skies. We are on the Raiders' home turf. Carousel and Purplish Passion looking to close up the gap that they've opened here on the left-hand side of the pitch. All right, indeed, he dodges out the number 1 blitzer. I think he's going to dodge out this whole line. Yes, I think this is good play. 3 good dodges. These are all AG4. He can dodge for days. Moving center pitch. Is he going to try to cage up? He doesn't need to, but we'll see what he wants to do. Good pickup with the number 5 runner. Moves him off to the left-hand side of the pitch. He's not going to cage up. I think that is smart, but he is going to close down to the left-hand side of the pitch. That's going to give the Raiders some options here with these two players on the right-hand side of the pitch. Turn one now for this Raiders defense. Ideally, I think Purplish Passion would have wanted... I don't know who won the coin toss, of course, but I think Purplish Passion would have wanted to be on defense here in turn one. This is when they're guaranteed to have as many players on the pitch as possible, and therefore the most effective defense as possible. Orclund Raiders line is going to advance forward and pull left. Also to be expected. Tying up 4 Elvish linemen. 2-die block with, or 2-die blitz with that down to black orcs. Going to be a good hit. Going to set up the surf, and Yivmer is going to be stunned. That's the number 4 blitzer on the left-hand side of the pitch. Number 11 blitzer advances to tie up the number 10 Elvish lineman. I don't think Purplish Passion wanted to give up this side of the pitch here, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. And the Orclund Raiders are not gonna fall for this game. Black Orc's gonna stay on that right-hand side. If Purplish Passion wanted to move back right, the Orclund Raiders say, nah, not today. SP Beaver says he could dodge through there. He could dodge through where? Looks like he's going to set up the 2-die blitz on the number 10 blitzer. He's got to dodge before he does it, unless he wants to do it with the lineman. He could dodge through the right? I don't think so. I don't think he wants to try that. All right, dodge to a 2-die blitz. Good hit, well done. He'll push him to the left, he'll follow up. And now he could run players right through here if he wants to. Oh, he's gonna send the blitzer downfield. I think that's fair. Oh, and 2 GFIs as well. Wow. You can see that first GFI succeeded on a 2. SB Beaver says right looks open now. It sure is. Failed dodge. We'll spin the TRR. Even though you've got an AG of 4, you know, the more dice you roll, the more chances you have to fail. And now that TRR is off the table. So if he wants to dodge with these 3 players here, it's going to be a risky dodge. And he wisely moves the number 7 lineman, which is a free movement, doesn't have to dodge or anything. We'll see if he moves the rest of the backfield here. Holy moly. It's going to have to defend that ball carrier. Oh my lord. SP Beaver says I have a bad feeling about that player upfield. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Good dodge to cover the ball carrier. He's got 2 more dodges here. I think he takes them. Good dodge. 1 last dodge with the number 10 lineman. Alright, that number 10 lineman is maybe in danger. He's got block and dodge, so the Orclund Raiders might not bother with him. But now this Elvish team's got a cage going. Not something you typically see with an Elvish team. Well, he's got a faux cage, really. And now the Orclund Raiders are going to pull back to the right. The Troll is going to tie up the number 1 blitzer. Marisol opted not to stand up this blitzer after the loss of the TRR. The Raiders reset their defensive line here. They're going to mark this number 3 blitzer. SP Beaver says he thought the blitzer was stunned. Oh, was he? Was he stunned? Well, that's a good reason not to stand him up. Also going to mark the number 11 lineman in front of this cage, in front of this faux cage. And now pulling the players to the right. He's probably not going to give up the left wide zone. Yes, indeed. I think this is pretty good here for the Raiders. They haven't taken a blitz yet. Will they take a blitz is the question. They've still got the number 9 blitzer here. 2 marks. That makes that a -2 dodge and a -2 dodge. Here comes the blitz. 2-die blitz on the number 9 lineman is going to result in a push. I'll push him to the sideline and he will follow up. Oh no, he'll stay put. Hey, you know what? I think staying put's actually the better option here. This keeps, yeah, it keeps the blitzer free to continue movement. Turn 3 for Purplish Passion. Ball carrier is marked. The number 3 blitzer downfield. He's got 3 dodges to make if he wants to move right through these orcs. Otherwise, he has to move laterally. And if he doesn't move, he's going to eat 2 dice coming back at him. One minute, 20 seconds into turn 3. Purplish Passion hasn't made a move yet. He's looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 marks here by the ball carrier. He's going to get a tackle zone on the black orc. Going to try to take the block. 2-die block is a good block. He's going to block this black orc down. Follows up to get out of the tackle zone. But now it doesn't really give his ball carrier anywhere to move unless he moves backwards. Remember, that ball carrier does have nerves of steel, so if he gets blocked down, he can take a short pass. And you see him trying to set up the short pass right here. Is that a short pass? 1, 2, 3. I don't know if that's a short pass. Oh, that's definitely a short pass. Quick pass, short pass, long bomb. Wow, what's the plan here against the blitzer? 20 seconds to go. Good dodge by number 1. He's got 2 tackle zones on this blitzer. To what end? Sends number 10 lineman downfield. It's going to take the 1-die block against the blitzer. He has to spend the TRR, gets a skull. If he wanted the 2-die block, I think he should have made it a blitz with this 1 player over here. But now this ball carrier is in great danger. He does have dump off though, and he's got plenty of options here for dump off. Depending on who he chooses, will he get an interception? I think he'll probably get an interception with either of these players. But we'll see. We'll see what the Raiders do here. Number 4 Blitzer still down on the left-hand side of the pitch. It's effectively giving the Raiders a one-man player advantage. Malik says he just lost the ball. SB Beaver says, do you SPP for successful dump-off pass? No, I do not believe you do. Here we go. Still only a 2-die block. He's going to take the dump-off. Yeah, there's that interception. We'll see if he gets the intercept. Failed the interception. Failed the pass. Where does the ball get thrown back in? Wow. And now the 2-die block. He's going to take the push for sure. He's going to free up the number... Oh no, the number 2 orc is the Blitzer. But that's fine. He's got the number 3 black orc here. He's got something to do with these guys. I don't know what he wants to do with them. Maybe... I'm not sure. I don't even know how he gets on this ball. Doesn't really have a lot of people in position. Looks like he's just going to prevent the entire Elvish team from trying to get on it, because they're all pushed over here to the right-hand wide zone, and I think this is a good call. Is he going to try to dodge out the Blitzer? He does indeed. And he goes for the pickup. Well done. Yeah, that's a good GFI, I think. And now he'll probably tie up this lineman, or at least get some dodges in front of him. Yes, well done. Yeah, I think the pickup was actually a good call. He still has a TRR on the table. And now the Orclund Raiders have screened out the number 10 lineman. And tied him up. Well done. This is a smart play here. We've talked about this before, but this tie-up, 2-die block on the right-hand side. There's that 2-die block on the number 3 Blitzer. He's gonna eat some grass. This tie-up is good because A, it ties up the player, but B, it's between the player and the ball, which means if he wants to move forward, he has to dodge. So that's a very good mark. Number 8 Blitzer free to move back up towards the ball carrier, and now Purplish Passion has their work cut out for them. They don't want to go down 1-0 here. I think they've got a bunch of dodges to take to get back in front of this ball. Purplish Passion, Camaricel, considering options, figuring out what he wants to do. Does he want to get aggressive on the ball? Does he want to reset his defense? I think he wants to reset his defense. One whole minute has passed. No actions yet here in turn 4. Looks like he's going to try to take a block on the Black Orc, perhaps? Nope, he's going to dodge. Failed the dodge. Looks like he second-guessed himself and then had to spend a TRR because of it. But now he's got no TRR left for the turn. This Blitzer has an MA of 6. He can't get in the end zone, but he can get pretty far away. Desperately trying to set up a 2-die block here. I don't think this is going to help him. He gets the knockdown, but where do you go from here? It's still only a 1-die block back with the number 5 runner. But nope, he's going to dodge out. That's good play, and he's going to take the 1-die blitz. Gets skulls, unfortunately. And he gets stunned. That is a bad stun for Purplish Passion. Nothing really came of turn 4 for Purplish Passion. Final turn of the first quarter here for the Orclund Raiders. Will they cage up the ball carrier, or will they just run him away? Looks like they're going to cage up. Alex says, fail. Fail, period. The troll has the really stupid trait. It means when he takes his action, he has to be next to a friendly player, or else it's a 50-50 whether he gets to take an action at all. If he's next to a friendly player, it's a 5-6 shot. It's a 2+. Malik says they will cage and slow play for sure. I think it's slow play either way, but yeah, you're absolutely right. They're going to score on turn 8. They do not want to. They don't want Purplish Passion scoring on this half. If they can score here, they'll get the ball back in the second half, and they can just prevent Purplish Passion from ever getting the ball back for the rest of the game. There's that really stupid roll. It was a 2+ because he was next to some allies. He's going to move toward the cage. Looks like if he wants to get on the front corner of the cage, he'll have to GFI the thrower. Looks like that's what he's going to do. Yes, indeed. "45 seconds to go here. Now moving the rest of the team to chew up these elvish players. Only gets a push on the number 11 lineman. SB Beaver says wizard would be real nice, while Malik says that's why the wizard was key. Perhaps. It would be real nice here. The problem is, even if he used a wizard here, he has nobody to get over there to get the ball right now. I think he would have been better served on prior turns resetting his defense. Dodge blitz to a 2-die blitz here on the number 2 blitzer. Good hit. That blitzer had block and dodge. All of these elvish players are out of play. Camarsa left the number 4 blitzer on the ground ever since turn 2 or so. Second quarter begins. Purplish Passion down to 2 TRRs. Orclund Raiders still have all 5. He's going to take the 2-die block against the number 2 Black Orc. Gets a hit out of it. Malik said he would use the wizard on the second half. Yeah, it's always strong to keep the wizard in pocket. He's freed up 2 players here. He's gotta get in front of this cage. He's gotta stop this score. I don't know if he can at this point, but I think he still has to try. He's got to reset. He's got to take his dodges and reset. He's got to get these players back in the game first. Number 3 blitzer tries his hardest to get back into play here. Finally, that number 4 blitzer on the left-hand sideline moves forward, marks that Black Orc. Oh, he's gonna try the 1-die blitz. Oh, here we go. Doesn't work. He'll have to spend the TRR, and he's saved by the TRR. But now he's down to 1. Alex says attack cage from the back and force an earlier score. The problem is I don't think he can get through these Black Orcs. It's 3 players on the corner just to get a 2-die block. They have to be 3, and it has to be on the corner. Failed dodge because he spent the TRR on that blitz. Means it's turn 5 for the Raiders. And some more elvish players are going to eat some blocks after the ball carrier moves forward. Yeah, that troll right now, he really can't move. It's a 50-50 because of really stupid. So he's going to stay put until... Oh! The Orclund Raiders decided to score. Wow! What was that about? What? I wonder if that was an error. Took no blocks, just went in for the score. Yeah, it might have been a misclick. Set up the cage and then don't use it. Well, Orclund Raiders are going to give Purplish Passion 3 whole turns to score here, and they can do it in 3 turns. I think that was just an error, a misclick. SP Beaver says that was a practice cage. Here's the kick. I don't think the Raiders have a kicker. Changing weather. Weather stays the same. But the ball will scatter 1 extra space. Decent kick for the Raiders. And now Purplish Passion. They need to do something. They need to open up a hole. They can't do the same thing they did in the first drive. I think they need to pick up this ball, keep their offense spread out. They don't need to cage up the ball carrier. And then next turn, they can mark someone, move a couple players down pitch, and then on the final turn, try to score. SP Beaver says, has there been any bad weather events this tournament? Are you kidding me? We have had blizzards. We have had sweltering heat. I have been on the side of sweltering heat twice this competition. In fact, I was in the Blizzard game, too. Looks like he's going to try this blitz on that Black Orc again. It's only going to be a 1-die blitz. He's dodging to the blitz. 1-die blitz, not going to work out. He has to spend the TRR. Works out this time. He is out of team rerolls. It's so risky to take that 1-die block. But he's opened up the left sideline. Is he thinking about just funneling people through there now? If he does, the Raiders are just going to collapse on those players. Purplish Passion setting up for a very similar drive as the first one here. Yes, indeed. Almost action for action. SP Beaver says he needs to send everyone downfield and hammer the ball. I don't think he had to do that. I think he had a good solid turn there to try to open a hole. Unfortunately, he can't really do that now that he's committing to the left wide zone. Like, everybody's fairly fast in this team. We're talking MA6, MA7. Good dodge off the line. One player fails. Number 4 fails the GFI, and there are no rerolls left. Black Orc on the left-hand side of the line is going to stand back up. Who's going to eat the blitz? SP Beaver says those GFIs, they get you every time. They sure do. Orclund Raiders, they are going to make some marks. There hasn't been a better time to force this Elvish team to roll some dice. Gets straight in front of this blitzer. If this blitzer wants to move forward, he's going to have to dodge at least once. And if he doesn't want to dodge anymore, he's going to have to move backwards. Raiders are going to set up a secondary here. I think this is smart. Only 2 turns for Purplish Passion. They have not picked up the ball yet. So if they want to score, it's going to have to be full speed for 2 turns. So the Raiders are in pretty good shape here. Their line tying up as many players as they can. That's 4 Elvish players that are tied up. Everybody else is playing back. This Black Orc blocker here tying up 2 Elvish players. And we still have the Blitz on the table. It's going to be against the number 1 Blitzer. It's going to be a push. But he'll set up... Yeah, he'll put him on the sideline. I thought he might... I think this is a better option to move him here instead of setting up for the Surf, because it's basically an easy dodge otherwise. But pushing him backwards means this number 1 Blitzer now has 1, 2, 3 dodges to make. Turn 7 for Purplish Passion. They have no TRRs left. Conversely, the Raiders, look at this. They have all 5. They haven't used a single one. And I think you can see that in the way they played. I think they played, you know, typical for Wenger and this Orcish team. He's played very, very well. Purplish Passion, they just, if they want to score, and they do, they just got to go for it. They've got no TRRs. I think they don't want to risk these dodges. Well, I don't know, because these guys are going to get blocked down next turn. I don't know. If they want to score, I think they just got to focus on scoring first. They're in a bad place either way. Dodges the number 3 Blitzer down pitch. He's a decent receiver. He's got block and dodge. He's still going to take some blocks. I don't... Or is he just going to mark this Blitzer? This Blitzer can't move down pitch. If that's... He's going to take the Blitz. I don't know, man. It's a good hit. Now he's going to have to move this Blitzer down field. But he doesn't. The Blitzer stays put. And there's the failed dodge. And so now I don't think Purplish Passion can score at this point. They might be able to. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Yeah, he technically could, but I don't think this Blitz... Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Turn 7 for the Raiders. He's going to get right in front of this Blitzer. We're going to see both of these players block down. Probably... yeah, the Black Orc blocker will take a block first and advance in on the number 1 Blitzer. But first he's going to set up his D. Smart play. Take your movement actions first. Movement are free. They don't require die rolls. So they are as safe as it gets. Blitzing down. The number 3 Blitzer. Failed the GFI. He'll spend the TRR. First TRR spent for the Raiders. Good hit. He's going to set up for a Surf. Plenty more where that came from. Doesn't have his TRR left, though. 2-die block with the number 3 Black Orc. It's going to be a clean hit. Probably not going to see a block with that Troll. But we'll see. He might save it for last. Next up are these 2 blocks. 2-die block with the Black Orc is good. He'll follow up. This is really smart play. Oh, he doesn't follow up. That's interesting. I wonder why. Is he afraid of this lineman? There's the Surf. Well done. Does really stupid cause the loss of a tackle zone? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. Final turn for Purplish Passion here. Really not much they can do. He can't get anywhere. Now he can't get anywhere either. Malik says, yes, it does. Yes, it does. Purplish Passion can't score here. I think, man, I don't know. Maybe a skilled 2-die block here and there if you can. Otherwise, I think you just call it. Oh, there's still one turn left for the Raiders. Oy. He's going to have to save players. I think that's the name of the game here. Save your players. SB Beaver says, I feel like maybe speaking from experience there. Final minute for Purplish Passion here in the first half. Thankfully, Purplish Passion hasn't lost anyone, right? Nobody's off the pitch. It's very, very, very... Oh, did he take... Oh. Did he take a 12th player? No, that's his 11th man. All right, so he's lost. Oh, right, he just lost a player on the surf, but he hasn't lost anybody to a KO or an injury. 3 seconds left. Purplish Passion just does nothing. Oh, it looks like there might be a connection issue. We'll see if we can get some answers here. Looks like Wenger had been booted from the game. He's going to have a couple of minutes to get back in here, so really no harm. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no. What happened? What happened? Trying to get answers from the coaches right now. Oh no. So it actually looked like Camaricil had the connection problems. And it looks like he had connection problems and it was an unintentional concession. Oh no. Camarasil says his keyboard wasn't working, so he's trying to quit and come back into the game and ended up conceding. SB Beaver says, I walk away for 1 minute and this happens. And my whiny 87 says, let that be a lesson to you. Oh no. So Camarasil conceded, or he tried to quit from the game. It sounds like he tried to force quit, and that conceded the game. Oh no, he just quit out. What? Oh man, that is unfortunate. I don't I don't know what to do in this case. I mean it's a win for the Raiders. It's just, oh man. What an unfortunate situation, especially in the semifinals. Man, I'm heartbroken. Malik says, can they protest and play second half? The problem is, even if they wanted to redo the game, the Raiders have earned SPP here. You know, can you reset that game and just let us work the second half? Hold on, we'll try to work something out here. We'll see. It's gonna require everyone's input though. Give us just a minute here to try to work something out. I'm gonna mute the mic for just a minute here. I'm gonna get on Discord. We're gonna try to work this out. I'm sorry. Give me just a minute.
So I know it's not the batteries. It works everywhere else. My camera all of a sudden stops functioning.
Your old Windows USB-C running out of crap, or USB 3 crap bullshit driver thing. Happens all the time.
Oh, okay. So, what we've decided to do. So it was a computer error. It was an unintentional concession. So what we've done is we've reset the game. That way, you know, SPP earned everything's reset, so nobody earned anything. The two coaches are going to play the first half. They're going to make sure that Purplish Passion gets the ball in the first half. They're going to let Marcus Allen, who scored 3 SPP in the game, score a TD again in the first half, and then they're just going to cancel their turns and just move on right to the second half. So that should basically reset everything to the way that it was. Thankfully, there were no injuries or anything else complicated, which probably would not have allowed this to continue. But both coaches have agreed to this, and it will reset everything to the way it was effectively. So we're going to continue here with the second half. We're going to watch them sort of warp through the first half to reset everything. And we'll continue on with the semifinal match. SP Beaver says, in 3 tournaments, I think this is the first glitch. Not so bad. Yeah, I think I might have been booted out of a game. Maybe not in the Dungeonbowl. But I remember I had to jump back. I think it was actually the Chaos Cup. I had to jump back in. I had no problem jumping in, thankfully. Oh no, it was actually the issue we just talked about on Discord. So for anybody else who's playing this game, there is a bug in Blood Bowl 2 where if you alt-tab out of the game and you come back in, sometimes it will not recognize your keyboard inputs. And the only way I've been able to fix that is to just shut down the game and restart it. Generally, that's not a problem when you're in a game because you get a certain amount of time to get back in before there's a concession. But Purplish Passion and Camarasol actually triggered a concession somehow. So, but anyway, we've sorted it out. And we'll get back underway here with the second half once the two coaches are ready to go. Oh, I was really sad. I thought that was just a concession in the semifinals, which, by the way, is not allowed in the Mid-Atlantic Modeling League. We'll wait for them to get situated here. So we can talk a little bit about that first half since it's basically in the book at this point. I think Purplish Passion was just too aggressive. I think they need to sort of play more elvishly. They need to back off and not give those hits to the Orclund Raiders towards the second quarter there, or even in those last couple of turns. Of course, he was desperate to score, and you've got to take chances at that point. But SP Beaver says, how are they going to get the ball back in the second half? How are Purplish Passion going to get it back? I don't know. I have no idea. This is not where they want to be. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I think they just... So the Raiders are going to slow roll it for sure. They're going to cage up and they're just going to plod down the pitch. They're going to protect that ball carrier. If they can open a hole and score, they will. Because if they go up 2-0, they basically win this game. I think Purplish Passion, they need to screen... First and foremost, they need to reset here on or not reset, but they need to change up their tactics on defense and screen out this Orcish team, and then use that blitz to make key marks to try to open up a hole and get at that ball. And so we'll see here them trying to reset the game here. We just have to hope that the kickoff events don't screw anything up. It would be really unfortunate if there's like sweltering heat or a rock or something You can see Purplish Passion here is setting up for Marcus Ailing to pick up this ball. And he'll score, and that'll give him his 3 SPP. And then they'll play out this first half, just closing out their turns. Wouldn't it be something if Marcus Ailing can't even pick up the ball? All right, so that resets the score. We just have to hope that we don't get a wacky kickoff event here on this new drive. And today I've learned that Blood Bowl 2 will play two audio tracks simultaneously. Oh, that sounds awful. It sounds like a haunted funhouse. All right, thankfully, nothing bad on the kickoff event. And so now they'll just play out these turns until the half is over. And that'll do it. So now we have reset. And now the Orclund Raiders are going to get this ball back here in the second half. So as I was saying, Purplish Passion, I think first and foremost, they have to screen out the Raiders. They cannot let the Raiders score. And then they have to use their blitz to make some key marks here. Try to get in on that ball. Try to get it and play for the tie. Because this is the semifinals, you can't draw the game. So if it plays to a tie, it's a sudden death half that gets played next. It'll be another 8 turns. The first player to score wins. I think if Purplish Passion can't score fast enough, they play for the tie and then hope to get the ball in sudden death. I think that's their strategy. And to get there, they've got to screen out this team. And they've just got to make some clever marks to get at this ball. If they can effectively screen out this Dwarven team, they can keep this ball in play for a TD for Purplish Passion. Basically all half. So you can see they put 3 men on the line, fair enough, and they have screened out this pitch. I think that's good play. They've gone too deep on the ends. We'll see if the Orclund Raiders go after these 2 corners or not. But otherwise, fair defense here by Purplish Passion. Purplish Passion does have a kicker, and the kicker is in play. So the Orclund Raiders are probably going to keep 2 players deep to receive. And we'll probably see Purplish Passion kick into one of the 2 corners here. Three-man line for both teams. Benger going with the troll and the 2 black orc blockers. Purplish Passion deciding on their kick. Yes, indeed. Kicked it into a corner, and it's a pretty decent kick. Perfect defense. Purplish Passion can be set up again in another lethal defense. This is good for Purplish Passion. They can close the gap on the sideline or in the end zones. They can widen the screen if they want. They're going to stay put. They don't take advantage of it. Wow. All right. Turn 9. Second half begins for the Orclund Raiders. 2-die block. They're going to block down this whole line here. They'll block down on the left-hand side of the line now. 2-die block. Also a good block. Looking for player advantage at this point. And after the 2 blocks, he's going to save that troll block for last because the troll still has to pass the really stupid roll. It's a 2+ right now, but you still want to save that for last. Because he's a loner, he can't spend the TRR. Or rather, he can spend the TRR, but it's a 50-50. Good pickup by the number 9 Blitzer. That's the Blitzer with the strip ball ability. Sure enough, here's that cage. GFI with the number 4 Black Orc. 2 Black Orcs on the front of the cage makes that a solid cage. Nope, he's gonna blitz instead. Looks like he wants to put the troll on the cage. If the Black Orc on the front of the cage was solid, a troll with a strength of 5 is even worse, even harder to get through. No, the troll's just going to move up. Is he going to put anybody in the corner of the cage at all? He's going to put the poor old goblin, Snotbed. Turn 9, Purplish Passion, first turn of the half now. So, I might actually take the 1-die blitz rather on this Black Orc. It's a skilled block, so you have the block skill doing it, and the Black Orc does not have the block skill. I might take it. I might take it. We'll see. We'll see what he decides to do. First and foremost, he needs to keep this defense intact, and you can see Wenger here is cognizant of that fact, and he's going to try to break this team up. Looks like he's going to go for the 2-die block on the number 1 Black Orc instead. 2 deep at center pitch. Two-die block on the right-hand side here against the number 1 Black Orc is a good hit. So he pushed him toward center pitch. That incentivizes this cage to move this way. $50 seconds left in turn 9. Purplish Passion has some decisions to make, has some dodges to make. Oh, wow, he's going to mark the Blitzer. I don't... Man. Ooh. Is he going to take a Blitz here? He's marking this Blitzer. So this Blitzer, I guess, is out of play, but to what end is the question. Malik says he has to pressure the cage. He does, but he can't do it at the risk of his screen, in my opinion. Gets a push on this cage. It looks like he'll probably follow up. But he's going to eat a 2-die block coming back. Well, he needs to screen. Malik says he can't just screen the orcs. The orcs don't need to score. The problem is he needs to screen them out. Oh, he tried to dodge. So he didn't like his follow-up. He tried to dodge. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's back here. Okay, fair enough. But anyway, he needs to screen out the orcs because if the orcs score 2-0, that's it. That's the game. But you're right. He does need to find a way to get at this ball, and I think he has to do that through some smart marks. But now this blitzer here is just going to eat a two-die block coming back. Not by the goblin. He can eat it by the ball carrier. But I mean, there's lots of options to take that blitz or block. SB Beaver says collapse on the cage. The Orcish team absolutely can throw. Yeah, there's that two-die block. Or two-die blitz. Good blitz. We're going to move this cage forward. Yeah, well done by Wenger here. The thrower doesn't have the ball at the moment, but that doesn't mean the thrower's out. He can hand off to the thrower whenever he wants. Two-die block on the left-hand side of the line is going to result in a push. Troll's going to follow up, but he's going to fail the really stupid roll. So he's just going to hang out. We'll see if Purplish Passion takes advantage of this gap now. Yeah, see, that thrower's still in play. We're about to see some goblin shenanigans. Yeah, he's going to protect this ball carrier at all costs. So you can see exactly what Wenger is doing here. Number one for him, protect the ball carrier. Number two, if he can open holes and move down pitch, he's going to. That's why Camaricel and Purplish Passion, they've got to stop this cage movement. If they go down 2-0, that's basically the game. They've got to stop the cage movement. And then, secondarily, they've got to find a way to crack this cage. Purplish Passion, second turn of the half. Malik says, man, what a fireball that would be. That would be a fantastic fireball. A 7-man fireball. I can't remember if Purplish Passion had the fame or not before the reset. So Purplish Passion takes that block that they set up on that blitzer, and they get a stun out of it. It frees up the number 10 lineman. He's got block and dodge. What's he going to do? Wow, he's getting really aggressive with these blocks. Oh man, is he going to take another one-die block against this black orc? Yes, he is. One-die block's going to result in a push. Oh, he spends the TRR. Gets the hit. Holy moly. Is he going to follow up? I don't think he does. I don't think he should. He does not. I think that's a smart play. If he followed up, this black orc just takes a two-die block by himself against him. One-die block on the left-hand side of the pitch. Wow. Results in a push. Getting super aggressive. We'll see if it works out. It feels like Vegas. Yeah, he's going to reset this player. If, this cage is not moving forward. But he still has options. He can move to the left, he can move to the right. He can stay put if he wants to. I don't think he wants to, but... Gotta That'll be it. Turn 11, back to the Raiders. Looks like they're going to end up moving this cage to the left. 2-die block against the number 10 lineman. Good hit. No more hits left. One blitz still available. Where will the blitz go? Moving the Goblin downfield. Indeed. We'll see this cage move left to follow suit. Orclund Raiders with excellent mobility here in these first 3 turns. Carousel and Purplish Passion has to stop this movement. That Goblin is now in scoring position. If the Raiders go up 2-0 here, there's really not much Purplish Passion can do. Blitz on the right-hand side of this cage. It's a good hit against the number 9 lineman with the skull mask. What happened to him? Oh, and he's injured. Will the apothecary be used? Does Purplish Passion think they can get this ball back without him? He used the apoth. I think that might not have been a bad decision. And it worked out. Well done. So it's going to be a one-man player advantage for the Orclund Raiders, but Purplish Passion will get that player back on the next drive, which they are hoping is after they score. Purplish Passion now, they've got one player out of position. They got to get in front of this cage. They got to... Oh, man. They've got their work cut out for them. They got to worry about this Goblin. They got to get back in front of the cage. They got to get this player back into this game. He can always YOLO the uphill block. That's always an option. Purplish Passion pulling left. He's going to get a runner close to the Goblin. "65 seconds ago in turn 11 for Purplish Passion. They are running out of time. I think they want to tie it at the end of the half, and then try to win the coin flip in overtime. I think that's their best play, but they've got to reset this defense. They cannot let the Raiders score. One player marks the Goblin. Malik says blitz the Goblin. That might not be a bad move, honestly. That Goblin has dodge, he's stunty and titchy. This mark means nothing to him. I think you gotta... in fact, I think this lineman, if you were going to blitz, I think that lineman should have been the blitzer. But he's going to get another player on here to blitz. It's going to be a good hit. He will follow up. And in fact, probably should end this blitzer right in front of the guy. Wow! Snotbed is injured. Well done. Will the apothecary be used? Probably not. And indeed he is not. 10v10 on the pitch. That Goblin is no longer a threat. Well done to Carousel and Purplish Passion. I think the blitzer stays put. He doesn't want to spend GFIs. He's down to 3 TRRs. Good dodge for the number 2 blitzer. He's got a few dodges to make here. The second good dodge. What about this third dodge? Failed the third dodge. Does he spend the TRR or not? I think probably he does. He decides not to. So that effectively puts 3 players out of position. We'll see if Wenger capitalizes on this. I think he will. Maybe take a blitz on the number 8 lineman. Yeah. He's going to move his cage to the right. Probably take a blitz on the number 8 lineman. We'll see what he wants to do here. That's also the leader. If he's taken off the pitch, Purplish Passion will lose another TRR. Yeah, here's that blitz. Gets a push out of it. He is fine with that. And the ball carrier will end up here. Another excellent turn by the Raiders. They are just cruising down pitch. And they've taken 3 players out of position. And they can do more damage next turn unless Purplish Passion resets their D. I think that's their only option at this point. Two-die block against the number 10 lineman. Spends the TRR. He rolled double skulls. He's going to get a push out of it this time. Raiders down to 3 TRRs. And that'll be the turn for the Raiders. Turn 12 coming up for Purplish Passion. Final turn of the 3rd quarter. Purplish Passion running out of options. One player's off the pitch, but they have 3 out of position. So if they commit all 3 to the back end of the cage, that's only 6 in front of the cage. They're just running out of options. At some point, they're just gonna have to go for it. And so it looks like they're gonna set up the blitz on the number 10 blitzer, Marcus Aylen. One minute left in the 3rd quarter. What is Purplish Passion going to do? They have to stop the score. They have to get the ball. Going to take a blitz on the corner. Two-die blitz only results in a push. They'll push him off the cage. Will he follow up or not is the question. He does not. I think that's smart. Only 2 players out of position now. He's got a whole bunch of dodges to make if he wants to reset this D. It looks like he is going to try to do just that. I think this is his best play. 4 is still out of position, but he's getting back into this game quickly. And now he's got 3 dodges to reset his defense. First dodge is good. Got to be careful. There's three black orcs here on the left-hand side of the pitch. Second dodge is good. He's got a 3rd dodge to make. 14 seconds left. Succeeds on the dodge ability. Goes too deep on the left-hand side of the cage. Final dodge with the number 6 runner. Oh, he's going to take the 1-die block. I don't think he wants to spend that TRR. Alright, fourth quarter here. Orclund Raiderz sitting pretty. 1-0. They're trying to make it 2-0 and put this game away. They're going to move to the left. The left wide zone was left open. It's another 3 spaces of movement. Can't ask for too much better as an Orcish team here. Excellent mobility on offense. Everyone on Purplish Patch is out of position. We'll see if Wenger just decides to tie them all up at this point. Make him chuck some dice. He can tie up each and every one of these players. It looks like he's going to do just that. Yes, indeed. What to do with the final blitzer? Marcus Allen here. He can't really put him here to tie up both these players because he needed a 2-die block coming back. But he's going to take a 2-die block here. Well done. It was a skilled block. He probably would have advanced if he could have, but otherwise he moved to the left. And I think this is fine play. There are only 3 players on Purplish Passion who are not tied up. They have to reset their defense again. They committed too much to the front of the cage before they left the left wide zone open. They've got to reset again. They've got to reset here. They got to get after this ball. It's getting very late in the game. They might need to go for it right here. Just press their luck. Purplish Passion has nothing to lose at this point. If they lose tonight's game, that is the end of their season. Two-die block at the front of this fur ball against the troll. He's got a navy of 9. He's going to be hard to take off the pitch. Frees up 2 players. He's got to get in front of the cage. I don't even know if he has enough players to do it. He's got to get way in front of the cage. The problem is he's got to get the ball back and he's got to score. And he's running out of turns to do that as well. I think he's just going to have to go for it. He can't do it this turn, but because of this block decision. I guess he could. He'll never be able to get the ball, but I think he just needs to go for it. He's just going to have to take an uphill block at some point. That's where we're at. Good dodge by number 11. 2 deep on the left side of the cage. Oh, wow. Is he going to take a whole bunch of dodges here and try to make 2 columns in front of the cage? Wow. Second guesses himself. I think that's good play because these are all dodges right here. Nope, he's going to blitz. Fails his dodge, and that will be it. Can't spend the TRR because that player had the dodge skill. He failed the dodge with the dodge skill. And now turn 14 to the Raiders. The troll fails to stand up. He'll take a nap. But I think we'll see a blitz on the number 1 blitzer. Might even see a score. If he keeps his GFI after this blitz, I think we see a score this turn. Alex says he could YOLO the 17% dodge for the hit on the ball. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get a shot here, unfortunately. Gets a push on the blitzer. And now it's 1 GFI to score. And there it is, 2-0. Orclund Raiders. I think they've just put this game away. Offense doesn't get much better than that. And I think it's still going to be 11v11 on the pitch. Indeed it is. Really not much Purplish Passion can do here. They can try to score as fast as possible and then just hope for a crazy kickoff event, I guess. But I don't even think they can make it in 3 turns. They can definitely get 1 score. I don't think they can get 2. The Raiders set up a screen at the line. Their typical 3-man line here, 2 Black Orcs and a Troll. Purplish Passion is going to elect to set up He's going to elect to tie up all 3? I don't know. I don't know if I would... Well, I don't know. He could move 2 off to the side and free up 1 player. But we'll see. He can't get a 2-die block on anybody. Electing not to put anybody else at the center line here at the line of scrimmage, but I don't know, man. he's got to go. He's got to book. Keeping 2 players deep. I'd probably keep 1 deep. The Orclund Raiders don't have a kicker. I don't think you can afford to keep an extra player off the line at this point. And you don't really need to. $30 seconds to set up for this drive. Here comes the kick. Purplish Passion going to keep 2 players deep. High kick, and the Orclund Raiders are going to win this kickoff event. It's going to be a touchback. No reason not to kick that deep. When you have players set up so deep in the backfield like this, if you don't kick deep, he's probably going to... Well, I don't think he wants to hand off. I don't think he wants to throw into these players at this point. I think he wants to throw in closer to the line. But typically... Oh, he's going to throw in all the way at the back. All right. Typically, the kickoff return players are the players that the offense wants the ball to be in the hands of. Like a thrower would be back there, for example. So if they set them back deep like this, there really isn't any harm to just kicking deep and see what happens, because the throw-in will most likely just end up here anyway. And there's that leap skill. Number 1, Lith Bear leaps. He's going to try to run downfield. Are we going to see a long pass? I mean, why not at this point? He's got block and dodge. Doesn't have sidestep, unfortunately. But I don't know what else you do. I think, you know what? Fair enough. Go for it. Go pass that ball. Go do it. Oh, he's going to take a blitz first. Oh, man. Oh, man. 1-die blitz is going to result in a push. Oi, oi, oi. Doesn't really get much out of that blitz. Not sure what the plan was for the blitz. I think he just wants to... Wow! He runs the blitzer downfield. He tries to GFI the blitzer. He's going to have to spend the TRR. He's not going to have the TRR for the pass now. Alex says he can use that D to break the cage. So there's no reroll left for this pass. He's just gonna have to chuck it and hope. Wow, taking dodges with no rerolls. Yikes! Yikes! SB Beaver says he needs to tie up those orcs. I agree. I completely agree. Oh, Malik says he could use that leap to break the cage. Yeah, sure, absolutely. That's a very good point. It'd still be an uphill block, but... All right, he's got to chuck this ball, so we'll see. Yeah. Oh no, he's not going to throw the ball? Oh man. That's going to leave Purplish Passion with 2 turns left to score 2 touchdowns. Turn 15 for the Orclund Raiders. We're going to see marks, and we'll see a blitz on someone. Probably number 1. I mean, all of them are in scoring position at this point. But yep, here's the blitz on number 1. It's going to be a push unless he spends a TRR, but yeah. Push and follow up. Make him dodge if he wants to get downfield. 3 dodges. .80 seconds left in turn 15 for the Raiders. They're gonna get in front of this Elvish offense. If he wants to score, he's gonna have to chuck a whole bunch of dice. Another really stupid. Oh, he spent. Oh, I thought he spent the TRR on the really stupid. I was like, yikes, because he's a loner, but no, he didn't. Thankfully. You can see the Orclund Raiders here are doing what we were talking about Purplish Passion doing. He's still screening out Purplish Passion. This is a very good defense. He's screening out the entire pitch. There's nowhere for Purplish Passion to go. Where they are strong, they've got to dodge for days. I mean, I guess there's the troll who's really stupid at he's just sitting there scratching his head, but other than that. Penultimate turn for Purplish Passion. This may very well, it's looking like this will be their second to last turn ever. If we see Purplish Passion return, it will be with a brand new lineup. Fail to dodge. We'll have to spend the TRR. He's just got to pass this ball. He's got to get up here, pass the ball. It's the only way. It takes a GFI. And that's gonna do it. So we're gonna see This number one blitzer surfed more than likely. Yes, indeed. And he's KO'd. SB Beaver says season ends with a GFI. Those damn GFIs. I'm not sure what the purpose of the GFI was, honestly. But yeah. Orclund Raiders are not going to give up a single TD. Are they going to try to foul a player? Charles going to tie up two Elvish players here, right at center pitch. Black Orc, number 2 Black Orc's going to tie up one elf. The number 12 lineman's going to tie up a second elf. Malik says so. So we could have kept the concession. Yeah, except for the when you concede, you give up an MVP. But other than that, yes, we could have kept it. Final turn for Purplish Passion. This will be their final turn of the season, more than likely. I mean, I guess it could it could still tie it, I suppose. He's gonna pat. He's not even gonna run the ball. Oh, okay, fair enough. He's gonna hand off. He's got a bunch of dodges to make. He's got 2 dodges to make. He does have the dodge skill. Unless he's just gonna chuck it right there. Well, he makes the dodges. All right, he's gonna pass to number 4. Short pass to number 4. It's intercepted. That's the game. It's 2-0. The Raiders win on an interception. Malik said, "Score, riot, recover our own kick." Yeah, I mean, it technically could have happened. SPP says that 2-0 looks familiar. It looks very familiar, except for the second MVP over here. So well done to the Orclund Raiders. They dominated this game. Excellent offense, excellent defense, and they will be advancing to the Dungeonbowl finals. Not only will they be advancing to the Dungeonbowl finals, but they have earned their spot in the Blood Bowl as well. Congratulations to Wenger and the Orclund Raiders. Congratulations to Purplish Passion 2 for a fine season, making it the semifinals. Not their first time in the top 4 bracket. It's fun to see them play. We did see Commercial coach a Norse team in the Chaos Cup. Also a fun team to watch. But congratulations to both coaches. Congratulations to the Raiders. We'll take a look at the statistics real quick. You can see they just dominated this game. They had the ball all game. Running yards. They outran Purplish Passion. Purplish Passion is a running team. And they just outran Purplish Passion. Purplish Passion really couldn't get an effective defense going against the Orclund Raiders offense. SPP. Ooh, my goodness. Marcus Allen gets an incredible 10 SPP out of this game. A total of 15 for the game. Purplish Passion are going to end the game with 7, but it doesn't matter because they will retire. We can take a look at the die rolls real quick. The D6 die rolls for the Orclund Raiders. They're a bashy team. They don't take a lot of D6 die rolls, and you can see that reflected here. And their die rolls are looking just about even. Purplish Passion, conversely, take a ton of die rolls, and they're looking about even. You know, a lot of 1s, but you know, a little high on the 5s and 6s. It's about even. Block dice for the Orclund Raiders. Not too many block dice for this bashy team, and they're looking bang on even. Whereas Purplish Passion also not chucking too many block dice. Look at this, no skulls whatsoever this game. I don't think I've ever seen that. So actually pretty positive here for Purplish Passion. They didn't chuck too many, so this is probably still within variance, but all in all, pretty good on the block dice for Purplish Passion. So that'll do it for tonight. The final is 2-0. The Orclund Raiders, they advance to the Dungeonbowl finals. They will face off against the winner. Well, let's see who they'll face off against. They're going to face off against the winners, tomorrow night's winner between Los Bastardos de Raiderz and Walmart Death Machine. It's the number 2 versus number 3 seed. That will be tomorrow night at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And you can see the schedule right there. It's 9:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time tomorrow, Sunday, April 18th. Pre-game will start at 9:05, and the stream will go live 25 minutes before the game time starts. Tomorrow night is the final semifinal game. The winner of that game will go on to play the Orclund Raiders. The Orclund Raiders have been number 1 almost all season long, and it is no surprise that they are in the finals. If Walmart Death Machine wins their match tomorrow, then it'll be a 4-man bracket in the Blood Bowl. If Walmart Death Machine loses their match tomorrow, it'll be a 5-man bracket, and Walmart Death Machine will play the runner-up of the Dungeonbowl in a wildcard match in the Blood Bowl. But one tournament at a time. Dungeonbowl is what we're in right now. Final semifinal game will be tomorrow night. Thanks for watching tonight. I hope you had fun. I had a blast. Again, congratulations to Wenger and Orclund Raiders. They'll be facing off against the winner of tomorrow night's match, and the winner of the Dungeonbowl will, of course, win a key for Blood Bowl 3 when it releases this summer. Look, let's take a look at this cheeky comment really quick. Malik says... says the Raiders couldn't handle the shitstorm. Indeed, the shitstorm gave the Raiders their only loss all season long. And it was a fun game to watch. But we'll see you back here tomorrow night at 9:15 for the final semifinal match here in the Dungeon Bowl. Take care, guys. Play Blood Bowl. It's amazing.